Trading System Development and Profitability Professional Edition by C. Cortland Hooper, Ph.D., narrated by its author, yours truly. Published by Page Publishing. First edition, late 2026. This is a preview and summary of what this book is about. Who will benefit? What you will learn, why you need it, what is uniquely new, and why it will endure. 1. What this book is about. Most trading books are written by people who have already arrived. They celebrate their victories, share their polished philosophies, and occasionally drop a clue about how they got there, but they almost never take you under the hood of the machine. They show you the trophy. They do not show you the work. Trading System Development and Profitability. Professional Edition was written by me over 5 years with very specific and important purposes in mind for the serious trader. It is a fundamentally different kind of market book than you have ever read. It is not about the destination. It is about the journey, your journey, the one you are on right now or are about to begin. And it is written by me who has a passion for the markets, while I have spent more than 60 years doing exactly what I am teaching. I'm a decorated, 100% disabled naval officer having served with the Navy SEALs, UCLA's top engineering graduate, a Ph.D. in behavioral finance, and the developer of more than 200 automated algorithmic trading systems built across the world's leading platforms. In 2017, I won 2 consecutive international trading championships, the first and only times I entered, using a fully automated system of my own design. This is not theory. This is a lifetime of hard-won market experience distilled into a practical, disciplined, actionable roadmap. The book guides traders of every level through the rigorous process of building their own automated trading system from the ground up, not buying one, not borrowing someone else's edge, but engineering a genuine, testable, rules-based system with their own hands. From the foundational mastery triad and self-assessment, through risk controls, trading strategies, market measures, and full system automation, every chapter builds toward the capstone deliverable, a complete trading plan that separates professionals from amateurs. Think of it like the good Lord not giving out fish, but teaching others how to effectively fish and find where to do it best before they starve. 2. Who will benefit? This book was written for the serious trader, whether they are just beginning their journey or have been wandering the markets for years without a consistent edge. My proprietary Hooper Levels framework scores each reader across 3 dimensions, thinking, feeling, and doing, to place them honestly at their starting point. Every chapter serves all 3 levels, though each trader's journey will be uniquely paced. Level 1. The New Trader. For those just entering the markets or who have traded unsuccessfully without truly understanding the fundamentals, this book delivers the solid foundation that most traders never build. It covers price mechanics, what to trade and when, risk controls, the mastery triad, and the critical mindset shift from treating trading as a gamble to treating it as a disciplined business. Many traders skip this foundation entirely and pay for it for years. Level 2. The Wanderer. The most dangerous place in trading is the middle, enough knowledge to be dangerous, but not enough system to be consistent. Statistics show that 92% of individual retail traders fail to achieve long-term profitability, and most of them spend their entire careers stuck at level 2. They understand basic strategy but remain inconsistently profitable, making decisions by feel rather than by rule. This book is specifically designed to break that pattern, introducing multiple trading styles, counter-trend and mean reversion methods, position sizing, and the critical leap from intuition to rule-based execution. Level 3. The System Master. For seasoned traders with 5 to 10 or more years of experience who are ready to systematize, automate, and optimize. This is the summit. Level 3 covers the full architecture of a professional trading system. Market measures for trend, volatility, and correlation, robustness, adaptiveness, and simplicity goals, prop firm account qualification, and the complete automation roadmap. This is Mount Everest for the serious trader. Beyond these 3 levels, this book will also benefit quantitative analysts, systems engineers, financial educators, investment advisors, and anyone who has sensed that the markets are not random, that there is structure to be found, measured, and profited from, but has never had a complete guide to doing so. 3. What you will learn. The book is organized into 8 core chapters, each covering a complete decision domain of the trading process. Together, they build the architecture of a professional-grade complete trading plan. The big picture and the mastery triad readers begin by establishing their GPS, where they are starting from and where they are going. The mastery triad, what you have to know, believe, and do, becomes the operating philosophy for everything that follows. The 14 commandments of trading provide the ethical and operational guardrails that separate professionals from gamblers. Trading styles and personality fit. The full spectrum of trading approaches, from scalp to position trading, high frequency to swing, is mapped against personality type, capital size, and time availability. Choosing the wrong style for your temperament is one of the most common and costly mistakes traders make. This chapter eliminates that error. Risk controls, the foundation of survival. Perhaps the most critical chapter in the book. The 6 pillars of risk management: equity exposure, reward to risk ratios, circuit breakers, liquidity controls, and more, are explained with clarity and precision. Let me be direct and emphasize an inescapable fact. The 8% of traders who achieve long-term profitability master risk first. Profits are a consequence of that mastery, not the other way around. Trading strategies, the full arsenal. 6 distinct strategy types are dissected and compared: trend trading, counter-trend approaches, mean reversion, channel breakouts, and advanced split and runner techniques. Most traders only know 1 or 2 strategies. This chapter opens the full arsenal. Trading methods and automation pathways. The how of execution, time-based, price-based, indicator-based, and visuality-based approaches, is covered in full, along with the clear distinction between discretionary and systematic methods. Critically, readers receive a complete roadmap for automation, from manually coded rules to fully automated system execution. Market measures, quantifying the environment. One of the most overlooked skills in trading is the ability to measure the market environment before entering a trade. This chapter introduces 6 essential measurement domains: trend measurement, volatility, chop, range, and correlation, without which any system is flying blind. Success goals, defining what winning looks like. A winning system must demonstrate 6 measurable qualities before going live with real capital: robustness, consistency, adaptiveness, simplicity, acceptable risk of ruin, and measurable edge. This chapter defines each goal with precision and provides the tools to test for them. Putting it all together. 3 worked system examples, a pre-flight checklist, and a step-by-step construction guide for the complete trading plan bring every chapter together into a single, actionable deliverable. This is the North Star of the entire journey. 4. Why you need this book. The statistics are sobering. Roughly 92% of individual retail traders fail to achieve long-term profitability. Most of them fail not because the markets cannot be beaten, but because they entered the arena without the right equipment. They traded without a plan, managed risk poorly, made decisions based on emotion rather than rules, and never built or tested a real system. They were fishing without knowing where the fish were or what they bite on. This book exists precisely because that failure rate is unnecessary. I have spent 6 decades studying why traders fail, and he has written a complete corrective guide. The reader who follows this book, patiently, systematically, with discipline and focus, will be equipped with everything a professional trading operation requires: a tested methodology, a risk framework, a rules-based system, an automation roadmap, and a complete trading plan. More broadly, the stakes of financial self-sufficiency have never been higher. Pension funds are disappearing. Social safety nets are under strain. The ability to generate income from intelligent, disciplined market participation is becoming a survival skill for the modern era. This book teaches that skill from the ground up, not as a shortcut to riches, but as a professional discipline that can produce consistent, measurable results for those willing to do the work. Earn and work your way into the elite category of the only 8% of all individual retail traders who achieve profitability long-term, and can make it all worthwhile, even a good or better living and the freedom that comes with it. That is my mission for you. 5. What is uniquely new? The knowledge you cannot find elsewhere. There are thousands of trading books. Very few of them offer anything genuinely original. This book does, in multiple dimensions. The Hooper Levels Self-Assessment Framework. No other trading book begins with a rigorous, 3-dimensional self-assessment that scores the reader across thinking, feeling, and doing dimensions to determine their precise starting point. This is not a marketing conceit. It is a systems engineer's approach to identifying where you are before plotting where to go. The Hooper Levels chart is a proprietary tool with no equivalent in existing trading literature. The Pseudo-Series Edge, a white paper exclusive. The appendix contains a white paper on what I call the Pseudo-Series Edge, a proprietary pattern-based concept that all traders have never encountered since I invented it. This is original research developed over decades of quantitative work and represents a genuinely novel contribution to the body of trading knowledge. It makes mega testing possible, and it is not available anywhere else. Numerology, Natural Laws, and Universal Market Patterns. In a genre dominated by indicator-based technical analysis and fundamental valuation models, I introduce something far more unusual: a rigorous exploration of recurring numerical and cyclical patterns in financial data, patterns that mirror the laws of nature themselves. Drawing on the work of mentors including Edward Dewey and Larry Williams, this section illuminates recurring market rhythms that operate across decades and asset classes. These are not superstition. They are observable, testable phenomena that most traders and analysts have never been exposed to. 9 proprietary Excel trading calculators. The appendix includes 9 ready-to-use Excel calculators covering position sizing, reward-to-risk analysis, equity curves, and prop firm qualification, tools that traders would normally pay hundreds or thousands of dollars for separately if they could find them at all. A complete automation architecture. Most trading books either ignore automation entirely or treat it as an advanced afterthought. As a pioneer in applying computers to technical market analysis since the late 1960s, I make automation a central pillar of the entire book. The full automation pathway from manually tested rules to live executed algorithmic systems across TradeStation, NinjaTrader, MultiCharts, Sierra Charts, and TradingView is covered in operational detail. A lifetime of vetted resources. The resource sections of the appendix represent 60 years of personally vetted platforms, educators, tools, and methodologies. This is not a list pulled from a Google search. It is a curated library from a practitioner who has tested, discarded, and kept only what works. 6. Why this book will remain relevant for years to come. The financial markets have been transformed by technology, decimalization, algorithmic trading, social media sentiment, and artificial intelligence, and they will continue to evolve. Yet the foundational principles that determine who succeeds and who fails in the markets have not changed in 100 years, and they will not change in the next 100. Risk management is not a trend. Discipline is not a trend. The need to measure the market environment before entering a trade is not a trend. The psychology of loss aversion, overconfidence, and herd behavior, covered in depth through the lens of my PhD in behavioral finance, is not a trend. These are permanent features of human financial behavior, and this book addresses all of them with timeless rigor. At the same time, the book is explicitly forward-looking. The automation roadmap points toward platforms and tools that represent the future of retail trading. The white paper on the pseudo-series edge is original research that will gain rather than lose relevance as quantitative methods become more accessible to retail traders. The exploration of natural laws and cyclical patterns in markets is a thread that is only beginning to be picked up by the mainstream, meaning early readers are receiving knowledge that will take years to become widely understood. As artificial intelligence accelerates the democratization of algorithmic trading, the ability to build, test, and automate a rules-based system will no longer be a competitive advantage. It will be a prerequisite for survival in the retail trading arena. This book teaches that capability from first principles in a way that neither ages out nor becomes obsolete. Finally, the complete trading plan at the heart of this book is a living document, one that every serious trader updates, refines, and returns to throughout their career. The book that contains the template for that plan will sit on the trading desk not for a season, but for decades. That is exactly what I and the book's reviewers intend. Think of the full book as both a guidebook and a reference book you will keep coming back to for years. It should be glued to your trading desk. Daryl Morris, CEO, Quantum International Trading, MVP Fund. Epilogue. After finishing the book in early 2023, I shelved it and started auto-trading in the live market using the result of me following the exact roadmap, systems development protocols, and their scientific testing, including mega testing using the pseudo-series. I started to validate my complete trading plan with the template provided in the book. As this video was being made, over 3.5 years and 4,397 trades later, the fruit of that labor paid off. The initial $1 million account made nearly $10,500,000 with 78% trades as winners. 80% of all days traded were profitable, resulting in every month being profitable. The profit factor was nearly 3.5 to 1. Maximum one-time drawdown was 13%, producing a MAR ratio of net profit to max drawdown of over 22 to 1. Building the evergreen trading system systematically with the process and tools provided in the book resulted in a record-setting 307% annual ROI for a continuous running automated system over multiple successive years. Follow the process, put in the work with patience, discipline, and perseverance, what you need to be successful in anything, and who knows what you may achieve. I personally hope you break our record. Give it a try and buy the book. At minimum, you will be exposed to a lot you didn't know, and your mind will be stimulated as to the possibility of actually riding the bull until the buzzer. A final word. I did not write this book to sell a system. I wrote it to end the unnecessary failure of traders who simply never received the complete, honest, disciplined education the markets demand. I'm 78 years young and headed to 100, and this book is my most direct contribution to the traders who will carry the discipline of serious market craft forward into the decades to come. Start your journey. Keep your eye on the road. Be patient with your progress. This map of guidance will get you there. If looking for a must-have market book, this is it. It will be available late 2026 in Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all major book outlets in paperback, hardcover, and digital formats. Page Publishing. Copyright 2026 by C. Cortland Hooper. PhD.